The results-driven Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce invites you to connect your business with 1,000 other companies just like yours, including education and workforce development, healthcare, professional services, manufacturing, retail, nonprofit, trades and vocations, hospitality, among many others, and benefit with chamber programs and services such as government affairs, energy and economic development, small business assistance, networking opportunities, women in business programs, young people in business programs, and more. We invite your business to become a starring member of the Merrimack Valley Chamber today and see what a difference this chamber will make for you. Join your community's most trusted, effective, and relevant business network connection today. The Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike Bevilacqua. I'm the Vice President of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I want to welcome you all to another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business program. I'm here with two special guests today. I'm here with fiVO Design, which is an amazing company. I'm here with Stewart, Junge, and also Deanna Junge, and I want to welcome you both to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So thanks for being here. In a minute, we'll get into what this is, but first off, why don't you tell us both a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do.
So I'm Stewart. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran and the owner of fiVO Design, and this is my wife, Deanna, and we make furniture.
As easy as that, so.
Exactly. So I'm Deanna Junge. I joined Stewart in managing the business 15 years ago when we started our family. And over the course of that time, we've actually been in business for 20 years doing custom cabinetry. And over the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of change for our business. So we have pivoted more than once since COVID. First to plastics, and then we really took some time to look at our business and really analyze what we want to do with the future of our business. And so we took the time during COVID and we designed this awesome line of furniture, and we're really happy to share it with everybody today.
And in a minute we're going to see a cool demonstration of just how I'm still amazed. I still don't believe it's real, but how easy this is to put, take down, to put back up. Anybody can do it in, of course, about 5 minutes, maybe the most. We're going to see how long it's going to take in a second. But I want to give you both, I want to commend you both because, when COVID came, you learned that this was a time you really need to pivot. You need to say, what can we do differently? What can we do that works? And so you guys made those barricades that go in front of the bank teller or the grocery store clerk. You kept businesses running throughout COVID. Also, downtown Andover, I'm sure we've all been down there. You made those white barricades that allow people to eat outside and have a great setting. So I want to commend you both for that as well. So
thank you.
When you talk about a business pivoting, I think you guys are the perfect model for that. And this is a great addition to that pivot. You transferred your whole company into fiVO Design Furniture. And tell us, everyone, what this is, and I'm going to have you do a live demonstration.
So I'll tell you a little from the backstory. When COVID started, it was about a week and a half into COVID, and I saw somebody standing behind a clear protection barrier on the news one evening, and I realized that that was going to be the new norm. And our employees didn't come to work, and I realized that I had to do something. I had to do something fast. And I just looked around the shop, and I had clear acrylic in the shop, and I just started designing a line of clear protection barriers. And we brought those to market in about a week and a half. We had product to market. It was just unbelievable. And we sourced material all throughout New England, and we finally were able to source a container of polycarbonate. And we continued throughout the year helping schools and businesses get back to business by providing these clear protection barriers. It was amazing. It was a wonderful experience. And we learned that we really enjoyed this different business where we were providing a product instead of a service. And at the end of the year, I wanted to do a give back to, and I wanted to make a desk for charity, and it needed to have all of the same characteristics of the sneeze guards, which they had to be collapsible and adjustable and shippable all over the country. And what's unique was the products that we made, the sneeze guards. I designed a joinery system, which is very similar to the system that we use in the wood today. And we filed patents on it, and we coined it the Infinity Joinery System. And at the end of the year, I wanted to make a desk, and I was a little hung up on the design. And Deanna and I were brainstorming, and Deanna said to apply the hook and slot joinery as you see on this desk. And that was really the aha moment.
Yep.
And then once I started working with that hook and slot and the wood, we had a desk, and then it just kept spiraling.
Morphing into an entire line.
Yeah, it morphed into an entire line of furniture that we now manufacture and are bringing to market.
And you have a brand new showroom right in Andover, Dundee Park. People are welcome to go check out the different products, and you have a website as well?
Yes. Yes, our website is fivodesign.com.
Okay, perfect. And I know some people look at this right now, they just see a desk, but what are the different things before we, before you start taking it apart and putting it back together? Tell everyone at home what you can actually do with a desk like this, so they have that idea when you're actually putting it together and bringing it down.
So when we first started thinking about putting together a desk, what we were hearing from friends, family, colleagues was that everybody was working from home and had, in most cases, multiple children doing remote learning. And so everybody's family room was turning into their home office and their remote classroom. Mm-hmm. And so, as Stewart mentioned before, there were a couple of features that we really wanted our desk to have. And the first was that it could be flat packed. So our vision was that people could quickly set up their desk during the week and either work from home or have their children remote learning. But then on the weekends, you could just as quickly take the desk apart and flat pack it and push it under your couch or even under a bed in a bedroom and regain your home space again for family use. And then the other feature that we really wanted was adjustable height, because really this can be used as a grow with me desk for children. So as you'll see in a few minutes when he demonstrates, the desk is adjustable in height at 25, 30, and 35 inches, which accommodates children that are young, a little bit older, and also a standing height desk. So we were really looking to create something that was going to make life easier for people.
Yep.
As we all know, because so many people were trying to buy desks during COVID, they were very difficult to come by. And, on top of that, typical ready-to-assemble furniture is usually a very frustrating process. You get the bag of hardware. It's like you think that you have a desk that's going to go together really quickly, and 5 hours later, you're still putting the desk together.
And you think it's going to be good quality too, which it never is.
It typically isn't. In the industry, ready-to-assemble furniture is often referred to as disposable furniture, and that's simply because it's not made to be used for long periods of time. It's not easy to move. It's certainly not made to be taken apart and put together multiple times over again. So as we've always done with our products, when we were building cabinetry, we always focus on quality. And this system can literally be taken apart and put together hundreds of times over, and there's nothing to break.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's amazing. And in a second, I think Stewart's going to be breaking this down and putting it back together. But when I went to the showroom, I was amazed. I seen this desk as a base for your TV, and then off the side you have some end tables to put some decorations on.
Yes.
I saw it at the base of a bed for a student to do their homework at, and then it's out of the way, out of sight. I saw it used for office desk as well.
Right.
I saw it used for I followed them on Instagram as well, fiVO Design, because I saw them at Gillette Stadium. They had a great tailgate party desk and our table. You can do your chopping. You can put everything out there. So whatever your imagination can think of, this desk can do it. So with that being said, I want you to show everyone at home, because I know when I first saw it, I'm like, there's no way that someone like me could break this down and then build it back up. There's no way someone like me could take this down in literally 5 minutes and carry all the pieces. But it's possible. So yes. Stewart, I'm gonna have you show everyone at home, if you're ready.
Yes.
If you're ready, how to break it down and how to put it back together. Live demonstration.
Yes.
So.
Just remember, there's no tools and no hardware.
And Stewart's hooked up to a wire now too, so it's even hotter. No tools, no hardware. All hooks just go right inside of each part. So.
You're going to do the adjustable heights?
that quick to take down. Look at the parts right there. There's barely anything. Under a bed, in a closet, wherever you want to put it. You know,
less than a minute.
Yep.
Less than a minute to take that down.
Now, I'll show you the assembly process. It's important that you remember that there's no tools and no hardware.
Huh.
There's one instruction.
No batteries.
There's one instruction. The logo on the frame pieces faces outward.
Oh, okay.
There's
I
one
see the
instruction.
logo right here as well, so.
Yep, logo here.
It makes it simple.
Yes.
You know, to say which side's this way, which side's that way. You don't have the marker or anything. You got already marked. So.
That's the only instruction. The logo faces out. This is adjustable in height at 25 inches for a child's desk, 30 inches for a standard desk, and that's 35 inches for table height, and it'll go up another 10 inches for tall people.
Yeah, they're the easy slots to put them in around the side there.
Yes.
So.
And you'll see the cross member has 3 hooks on one side and 2 on the other. And here's your logo. The logo faces outward.
So you want to see that logo wherever you put it together.
When you face the logo outward, you create a condition of a top hook here and no hook here.
I mean, just look how quick it was just to put that first part together. I mean, that's the base of it. The rest of it's simple.
Correct.
I mean, that was 10 seconds maybe.
Right, yes. He does it, I think his record's 27 seconds.
Yes.
Correct.
So what we have here is our Mod 5. This is our signature piece. It's kind of like our core building block. Got to do the wiggle test. So
Yes.
Mod 5 means that it's a modular 5-piece table or desk, however you want to use it. And this weighs just 27 pounds, so pretty much anybody can pick it up and move it. But in our showroom, we've actually had over 500 pounds of weight on top of this.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's lightweight, but it is very, very durable.
Yeah, it's a solid. I mean, I'm shaking as hard as I can, and nothing would fall off that. But I mean, it was so simple just to put those into those 3 slots, same slots on the other side.
Exactly.
Even I could do it, and that's saying a lot. So in terms of building, I'm usually calling someone saying, "How the heck do you do this?"
For extra storage, you can use these shelves. We make these in 12 and 16 inches.
And I think it's an important part too, because if you just want a table, you can just have the table. If you want the extra storage shelves, nothing says you have to add those on.
No, everything is sold a la carte. So it starts with the Mod 5, and then you customize it
Yes.
and build it for what you need for your use and
Yep.
your space.
And if you want just one side, you get the one side. The other side right here is
Exactly.
easy. And those logos face out as well?
Yes, the logos on the frames
Perfect.
face out. You can set this extension leaf at a lower elevation, which is 30 inches, which is a standard desk height. So you can sit here and work and stand
Laptop.
here.
Yep.
If you have a child that you want to sit next to, you can lower these down to the 25 inches and have your child sit here.
Right, so maybe you're a work-from-home mom or something, and you're here working, and you've got a young child who still is at home and not at school yet. The child can sit there, and you can be working, getting your stuff done, and then you can be supervising the child as well as they're, maybe playing or, coloring or something.
If you need extra space, writing space, you can extend your work surface just like that.
Oh,
Right.
Well, it's amazing. And like I said, I'm shaking as hard as I can. It's barely, it's not even moving. I mean, it's amazing to me that it doesn't move. I keep going over it and be like, move, but it's not moving. So, I mean, I think that's a lot of credit. And I mean, this thing, it's not a flimsy piece of wood that you would see like you could break with a karate class. This thing is solid. This thing is solid. So.
It's made out of 15 millimeter Russian Baltic birch plywood.
And you carve all this yourselves at your studio, correct? Wood shop, I should say.
Yes, we make everything right in Andover, Mass.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is as you mentioned before, this is real wood. So a lot of the times when you buy typical ready-to-assemble furniture, it's particle board.
Yep.
And particle board doesn't last with time. If it gets wet, it's going to fall apart and kind of crinkle and deteriorate. This is real wood. It's 13 plies of real wood that are glued together. And then we cut it, and we also finish it in our shop in Andover. This is our natural birch finish. We also offer 2 stains. We offer a dark brown, which we call coffee bean, and also a gray that we call driftwood gray.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, we have here on this side table, we have some fun colored plastic laminates. So as you mentioned before, Michael, our tailgating tables, we do a similar setup where we do these colored plastic laminates on the horizontal surfaces. So for example, when we went down to Gillette Stadium to tailgate for the Pats,
yes,
we had this all decked out in blue and red.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And it was very cool. We were just tailgating and people would stop by and be like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest tailgate table ever. Where do I get one?
Yep.
And now we're actually shipping one today to South Carolina. So that's maroon and black. So we can customize it in, any, whatever your team colors are.
So whatever color you like, you can get that way.
Exactly. So we pick, the dominant color and kind of the accessory color for the team, and then we mix and match it so that your team is represented on your tailgate table.
Oh, that's great. Now you just came back from a big conference, I know. You heard some great feedback. What's some of the feedback from, again, industry leaders and stuff like this? And one thing you mentioned, first I'll say, is that you mentioned how boring furniture is these days. It's all the same. It's all this, it's all that you've seen one, you've seen them all. But what's some of the feedback that both of you got with this great fiVO design?
So we got the feedback was incredible. Nobody has ever seen anything like it, and we did get this wonderful compliment that that this one lady said that if there was anything at the show that she was mesmerized by, it was our furniture.
Right. Right. She said, when I go home and people ask me what was the coolest thing I saw at High Point,
this is it.
She said, I'm going to say this table. Yeah. It was just really to interact with people who are in the furniture industry in High Point, North Carolina, which is like the capital of furniture making in the United States. To walk through showrooms and see nothing else like this, and to talk to people who own furniture companies or interior designers that are working with clients all throughout the country, and kind of see their head is just like blown away when they see the demonstration. Really, the furniture obviously aesthetically is very nice looking, but the demonstration of the product is really, when people see an entire piece of furniture taken apart and put together back together again in less than a minute. I mean, their head just almost like can't even comprehend it, right?
I would say that there was one more that was such an incredible compliment, that from one of the industry leaders in sustainable furniture.
Yes.
Asked me to design furniture for him.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was absolutely amazing.
That's just, speaks to the quality, the design, the mind of how to actually put something like this into process and then make it an actual product. You got to be commended for that. So
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, his comment was, he does more decorative work, but he was so intrigued by the joinery of this that he said the furniture industry needs more smart furniture like this. The furniture industry, from what we saw, there was a lot of repetition from showroom to showroom. Yes, there's different colors and fabrics and textures, but there wasn't a whole lot of innovation happening in the furniture world right now. And as we mentioned earlier, we do have a patent pending on this joinery system, and we really feel like this is going to be like the new wave of ready-to-assemble furniture. We really feel like we have something that's really going to shake up the furniture industry. Absolutely. And make a difference going forward. Not only from a sustainability standpoint, but also, from just a consumer use kind of standpoint as well.
Oh, for sure. Now, what does fiVO stand for?
So, fiVO is, the FI is a tribute to Fibonacci, which has came up with the geometric rule of proportion in the golden section, and there's reason, there's true mathematical reason behind everything that exists, and that's in the human body and in nature, and we live our lives by there's reason for everything. So that's the FI, and the VO is veteran owned.
Okay.
And together fiVO.
fiVO design. So So this is one of your products. Do you have any other products right now with fiVO Design, or is anything coming out soon? Or
absolutely, we have an entire set line of furniture that we can outfit somebody's apartment, home. We have a bed frame, bookshelves, nightstands,
right,
a dining table.
And there's so many variations just on this unit alone. So using again this center Mod 5 building block, depending on how you accessorize it, it can totally change how you're going to use it. So for example, in our showroom, we have one shown as a kitchen island. What we did there was we put a shelf on the bottom, and we upgraded the top to a solid butcher block countertop. Okay. So you can use it to chop your vegetables and whatnot, just as you would a cutting board. We have another one where we put some shelving on the back and a wine rack underneath it, and we call that our bar cart. And interestingly enough, we were recently at a show where we had our bar cart on display, and a woman purchased the entire setup, and I had letters on the top that said bar, so to me it was clearly a bar cart.
Sure.
But she actually purchased it and was not intending to use it as a bar cart at all. She was going to use it to as a sewing table.
Okay.
She was going to use the shelving on the back to organize her sewing accessories. And then she actually bought the wine rack as well, and was going to put all of her rolls of fabric in the wine rack.
Oh, wow.
So it's like
That's
this
cool,
concept, yeah, it's
Can
this
be used for
concept
anything.
where it's just such adaptable furniture,
Yeah.
and it really can be used for whatever you can imagine it for.
And the other great thing is, with so many people living in apartments now with not much space, this is perfect, because if you want a cutting board, like you said, you can, or a dinner table, or a hobby table, or whatever it might be, this can do it all. So you could buy multiple if you want, but you could also buy the same one just to redo that if you have if you want to wash do all that stuff on that one table. I mean, it's a perfect opportunity with not much space in an apartment. This, you don't need much space for. This you can break down if people are coming over. This you can bring if you want somewhere else with you. So it really is a great design, and it's a great opportunity for people to use something like this. Tell everyone at home again how they can order one of these, how they can come visit your showroom if they need an appointment, anything like that.
Sure. So we do have an e-commerce website that we're consistently adding new items to, but you can find us online at www.fivodesign.com. That's FIVO design.com. Our showroom is also open every day, Monday through Friday, and we love to have visitors, and we're located at 12 Dundee Park Drive in Andover. There's signage in the park once you get in there. And of course, you can always shoot us an email, which is hi5@fivodesign.com. And of course, let's not forget social media.
Yes.
We're on Facebook and Instagram at fivo_design. So it's fivo_design on both Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, like I said, make sure to follow them. They have cool stuff. I always see posted. I always see cool things. Them with these fiVO Design furniture. It's really amazing what you can do with these things. Stuff you would never imagine. And I also think it's really cool. You do a lot of work with your children as well. So you get them involved. They both know how to, I think, carve as well. Correct?
Yes.
So
yeah. Both of our kids are young woodworkers. They enjoy being in the shop. They help more so now with this venture. They're helping us and teaching us social media.
Yep.
And being our models and whatnot for that. But we are a family-run business, and like we mentioned earlier, veteran-owned. So
yes.
We appreciate everybody, shopping local and keeping it small business.
Yeah, right here in Andover. I mean, it's great. It's great product, and the other thing I want to mention again is the quality of your products. I know when you made those. I always mention this, when you have those glass barricades, plexiglass barricades, you had a video of you guys throwing it off a roof. You had a video of you guys driving a car over it. I still don't believe it, but it was real. It didn't break it all. And I think that really comes into effect when you look at this. The quality of this is just amazing. I mean, it really blows me away. I mean, it's all hand cut. It's all, nice and smooth and real good quality as well. I mean, you don't see that anymore. But you see it right in your own backyard, right in Andover, right with fiVO Design. So, and I'm still trying to move it. I can't. So thank you both for joining us again. Though, anything you'd like to add, Stu, as well?
I just would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for all of these opportunities.
Well, we appreciate both of you and the great products you bring right here in the Merrimack Valley as well. So thank you both for being on the show today. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes,
thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you all for viewing another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business program. You can follow us as well on social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We're on YouTube as well. And you can check us out at merrimackvalleychamber.com, 978-686-0900. We look forward to seeing you next time, and thanks again for joining us today. Thank you.